Hello, and welcome to the very first monthly energy reading for the month of May 2024. I'm really excited that you are here. Thank you for being here. This is going to be really fun. Again, this is the very first one, and every month I'm going to be releasing a monthly energy reading where we look at the different kinds of themes that are going on throughout the month, some energies that you have the opportunity to work with, what you're releasing, what you're receiving, things of that nature. And so I am going to be having a portion of that is going to be free every month, and then the expanded version of that is going to be in the paid membership that will be available shortly, along with a weekly reading. Every single week I'll be going into the energies of the week. There will be a free portion of that available as well, and then an extended version in the paid portion as well. But for the first month, I wanted to make this the whole video free and available to see if this is something that really resonates with you, that you would want to get more from. So we're gonna take a look. I have a couple of different decks here. I have another one. I'm just gonna, feel into what feels right. It's very intuitive, this process, and so I'm just going to take a look at some of the major themes that are going on for May 2024. It's been an intense year. I mean, it's been an intense few years, let's be real. If you've been paying attention, I'm sure you have. The energies have been a lot this year for sure, and there's so much potential in the energy that's coming through, that's coming through humanity, the collective, from the earth, but also from source, and the non-physical realm. There's just a lot of energy out there that is assisting us in this big transition that we're going through. So my goal is to have these readings help you get clear on what's important for you this month, what you need to be focusing on, and how you can take advantage of the energies that are available to you, right? So let's go ahead and see. I have my list of questions over here so I don't forget what we're doing, and so I can stay on topic as well. And so immediately we have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. This card is it's coins in this deck. It's the Elemental Power Tarot. I love this deck. It's gorgeous. Like, look at the artwork there. Oh my gosh. And then look at this. So the Queen of Pentacles, or coins, that's our first theme for the month. And let's go for another theme. Okay, interesting. So we have the Knight of Air, swords. It's the elements. it's the Knight of Swords. Air is what's associated with the swords suit. So we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen energy is about emotional maturity and certainty in yourself. And so from this card, I'm feeling this new space coming in that you're stepping into, that we're all stepping into, where it's not just about you anymore, is kind of what I'm getting. It's about you integrating into physical reality to be of service to humanity. That's kind of what I'm feeling, and that's what's coming through also with this card, with the Knight of Swords as well, because this is so much about action, moving forward, action steps, going for it, and it feels like there's been perhaps some stagnation going on for some of you, maybe not everyone. That doesn't feel resonant for everybody that's listening to this, but it feels like there is this new life coming through, this new life force coming through that is ready to help you embody your Queen of Earth energy, right? Earth is associated with the Pentacles, and so it's whether you identify as feminine, masculine, whatever gender you identify with, or energies you connect with more, everyone has this queen energy within them, right? It's an archetype. And so it's really, I'm feeling like it's just about It's like, yeah, like I'm owning who I am right now. I am in this new space of growth that I have reached from doing all of this work for so long, and I'm ready to put it into action and like integrate it into my physical reality. Let's see some supporting energies here with this. So let's find a supporting energy for the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth. I don't know, that sounds like that could be problematic for some people, the Queen of Earth, but like the Queen of Earth energy, rather, not the Queen of the planet Earth. That's what I'm meaning by that. So let's get supporting energy for this Queen of Pentacles card. What does she need? What does our inner queen need? Ah, the Fool. Interesting. So it's coming in with this Knight of Swords energy as well, a little bit. There's a connection there. So with the Fool is new beginnings, right? And so like I was saying, there's this new energy coming in of you being grounded and like embodying this new version of yourself who has been through it. In simple terms, who has been really trying to like get your footing. And so now that you are in this place and the energy is ripe for coming into this new identity, almost, it's like we're starting the hero's journey over again. And it's not like excuse me, I get burpy when the energy starts moving through me. Sorry. Yeah, I guess if you're not down with that, you'll probably click away from this and not see her anymore. Anyways, it's just the energy moving. So we have this. It is almost like we're starting the hero's journey over again, because this is the first card in the major arcana, right? But it's from this perspective of the queen. Like, you're not a beginner anymore. You have paved your way, you've tread the path, and you're ready to keep going and starting something new, but from all of the knowledge and wisdom that you've gained on your path already. Let's get another supporting card here just to see what more is there. The King of Cups. Yeah, so again, it's like this emotional maturity, this certainty in yourself, this kind of understanding of the ebbs and flows of life, and riding the waves. There's a little buggy here. Hi, Buggy. Kind of like being willing to ride the waves of life, right? And like you have everything that you need in order to do that, because you are sturdy and solid in who you are. Amazing. I love this. Okay, let's look at this, the Knight of Swords. Let's see some supporting energies with the Knight of Swords. Interesting. We have the Nine of Swords with this. I'm going to say interesting a lot. It just is what it is. Okay, so the Nine of Swords. This card, I think it's one of the cards that people don't like. But again, it's kind of relating to this idea of how you've kind of been moving through something, and you've kind of been waiting for something to be over almost. And now it's finally kind of coming to completion here. Let's see. Let's get another one and see what more this is about. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. And then we have the Star on the bottom of the deck. Very cool. So it's like, okay, this is where we're headed, right? This is where we're headed. We're headed to abundance. We're headed to successful completion. And through this whole thing we've had going on, whatever it is for you, whatever it's been for you, it's like it's coming to completion here. This is like the hardship that you have been through, that is like it's done, right? And so now that you have made it through what you've made it through, you have so much strength and power and like clarity of thought and clarity of like what you actually want and where you want to go. And you're able to actually be willing to do something about that. So interesting. So King of Pentacles, again, it's like the earth energy card, and the king is very much about grounded energy, mastery. It's the masculine energy, obviously, because it's the king. And so this feels a lot like certainty. This card feels like certainty for me, for what the energy is that's coming through. And so it's like clarity of direction after having gone through so much. Okay, so let's see what's next. Okay, let's see, what are you releasing this month? Okay, hold on, I gotta check my book because I don't know. I think this is the Knight of Cups, but I just want to make sure. I don't think it's the page. I just want to make sure. The Knight of Cups. Okay, so yes, it is the Knight of Cups. Okay, and so what I'm feeling from this card is what we're releasing is this need to control, this need to be perfect almost, or to have things go a certain way. And again, it's like this energy that came up with the King of Cups is like this willingness to like ride the waves of life, the ebbs and flows of life, and being willing to like take it as it comes. And it's interesting because we have multiple court cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 court cards here out of the 7 that are here, and then we have a major arcana card. So this is kind of like big energy that we're moving through, that we're moving into. So releasing this need to control, this need to be perfect, this need to satisfy this old version of yourself that doesn't align with you anymore. And so what are you receiving this month? I feel like it's this deck for that. So what are we receiving this month? What's coming in for us? Okay, the 5 of Wands. It feels like this new kind of power and clarity. So the 5 of Wands, it's interesting. I believe it's typically associated with conflict energy. And even like looking at this imagery, it's like some boys playing with their wands. That sounds suggestive. It's not that. But what I'm feeling, it's like it's more of this like collaboration energy that's coming through with this. You know, if you're not familiar with tarot, there are meanings designated to each of the cards, but also there's so much intuitive messaging that comes through with the cards, and so that's how I prefer to read. I prefer to, obviously, like I align with what the like designated meanings are for each of the cards, and that energy totally comes through for me. And also, like, it's always up to interpretation. It's always based on like what images are being seen, right? So with this energy, it feels more like this collaboration of, and again, this energy of like being willing to like ride the waves and like working with it, not fighting it, right? So let me get clear on what's coming through with this. Yeah, it very much feels like this being open to whatever comes and being willing to work with it in a way that, you know, I said that there's something that about this like collaboration energy coming through, and that's what it feels like the collaboration is that it's your collaborating with the ups and downs that are coming in, and with the conflict, if you want to use that term. That term might be a little off-putting for some of you, because I'm conflict averse. Ask my therapist. And so it feels like this. It's not like you're in for like big massive struggles. It doesn't feel like that. It feels more like this light energy around just the general ups and downs of life, like daily life, of like things not always going your way, just like bumps in the road and stuff, and like kind of like seeing the beauty in that, in that like we're alive and this is what we get to do. I would love a clarity card around this to get a little bit more support around this Five of Wands, to understand what it is we're receiving. Yeah, okay. Another card that some people might be turned off by. But this is such a card of new beginnings, new starts. The 10 is completion energy. And so this is the 10 of Swords, and it's again this like cycle that's completing. Like we had the 9 of Swords come up earlier. This is the step after that. This is what comes after this. You see that? This? Wait, no. I'm not saying that this is actually coming. Okay. Sorry, I cracked myself up. But like this is the 9 of Swords, this is the 10 of Swords, so like chronologically, obviously, they come after that. So this is in support of the 5 of Wands energy, and it's again like, I'm sorry, it's just the humor of this card, of me being like dealing with like the ups and downs of life, and then Spirit bringing this card out and being like dramatic about it. I don't know, it's funny to me. But it's also this like new way of interacting with your life almost, right? Because you're coming into this new way of being in your Queen of Wands, Queen of Earth energy that you're bringing in. You're starting this new path in this energy of the Queen of Pentacles, Earth, whatever. I'm gonna interchange. I understand that I'm saying different things, but it means the same, right? And so it's this like new start to interacting with conflict, difficulties, challenges in your life, right? Because life is life. It is. Like, we can be as prepared as we want to be, but things are still going to happen. Like, life is, honestly, my goal is to manifest as much ease as possible. That's just me. I love chill, ease, effortlessness. And there are still going to be challenges. There's still going to be obstacles to overcome. There's still going to be things that ruffle your feathers, that piss you off, that you're not going to want to deal with. Me too. It just kind of is what it is. But it's this new way of approaching it, of like, we are humans, and so we get to choose how we experience our lives and the world around us. Interesting. Okay, so let's look at some opportunities for growth. Let's use this one. This one feels like the opportunities for growth card is in here. All right, what are the opportunities for growth for the month of May? Oh, amazing. It's a nice contrast, happy imagery compared to this card, right? So this is the 10 of Cups. Again, it's this completion energy, a completion of a cycle, but it's like, so this is the opportunities for growth. It's like this new, man, I'm just bringing up, there's just like new energy coming through. Let me know if this resonates with you, what I'm saying, though. I would love to hear if this resonates with you, because it might not, and you might not even still be watching. If you are watching, I would assume it's still resonating with you, or you're just fascinated in some way with what's happening. I don't know why, but if that's you, cool. Anyways, Miss tangential over here. And now losing my train of thought. Areas of growth. Okay, so again, it feels like this opportunity for working with people in a new way. This kind of like collaboration energy that came through, it felt like collaboration with yourself and with your own life and how you experience life, and like your area for growth as you learn how to do this better will be working with people in a different way, working with people in a new way. Because when we come into a new space, this new territory that like we're not super familiar with and that our nervous systems don't find familiar, but we're like, hey, this is who I am now, this is my new identity, it can be challenging to like take that out into other areas of your life. And it has to start with you first in this energy that we have of being willing to and open to working with yourself in a new way. And so this area of growth, this opportunity for growth, it really feels connected to other people in your life, not just like people that you're close with, but also just like people you interact with like casually, maybe out at the grocery store. You know, it feels like an opportunity for like tiny moments. It feels like this, you know, when you have those like this bug is trying to collaborate with me and have a nice tiny moment with me. It's like when you have those tiny moments of exchange with someone that it's just like, oh, it's nice to have like a little human connection, you know? It feels very much about connection with other people. Okay, what's next? All right, so now we're gonna go into where to focus your energy this month. Where to focus your energy. Okay. 2 of Cups. 2 is associated with partnership in a lot of ways. And so we have the 2 of Cups, and the cups are of emotions. And so this energy that's here feels like it's connecting back to this relationship with yourself where you're kind of collaborating with yourself in this new way, and being open to working with yourself. So that feels like a big focus, is really kind of focusing on your relationship with yourself. I would love a support card. What energy is supporting the 2 of Cups? Okay, interesting. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles, it feels like this new kind of like home that you're building within yourself. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. The 4 can have a lot to do with sturdiness and like structure, like stability, kind of. As if there's like, I don't know, the word platform is coming through. It's like you have a steady platform, a steady foundation, kind of, is kind of what I'm picking up on. Structure is more of the word that's coming through. And so it feels like you're building this new home within yourself. And focusing on that is really going to set you up for success in the rest of the year, really. And also, like, it's so foundational just in life to have a good relationship with yourself, right? It feels very much like building this new foundation with yourself, in a meaningful way, in a way that you haven't experienced before, and that just kind of foundationally changes everything. I say that so casually. Let's just like foundationally change everything. Casually though. No, it's not casual. It could be if you want it to be. But like in a positive way, right? Not like in a I don't give a shit about this kind of way. In a way where it's just like yeah, this is kind of like what we're doing now. Like I'm changing and I'm like becoming this new person, and like I am open to seeing who I really am and who I really want to be, and willing to work with myself. That's what I'm feeling a lot around that. So let's get a general message from the universe here. Good old universe always knows what to say. This is an oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. So the Starseed Oracle. Love this deck. I'm currently doing her training on this deck. She's amazing, wonderful. So let's just get a general message from the universe here. What is our general message with all of this information that we now have that you want us to know around all of this information around the month of May? Amazing. Sorry, I'm just burping more. It's just all coming through. It's coming out. Okay. Perspective. I love this deck. I already said that, but like the artwork throughout this deck is so like intricate and gorgeous and colorful, and I love that we got this card that is so simple, and it is an image of Earth in space. There are stars out there, but it's so simple, and the card is perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. I love that message personally. I feel like that's one that I try to tell myself a lot. And so it really is about seeing the bigger picture, but also understanding the simplicity of all of this, right? The simplicity of connecting with yourself in a meaningful way in order to live the life that you want to live. Because like, what else is all of this about if not that, right? So it's just so much about like being open to seeing things, seeing all of this, everything that we've kind of gone over today from the perspective of your higher self, from the perspective of the universe, and really like seeing your life from the perspective of the universe, right? You would be significantly less hard on yourself if you were to see yourself as the universe sees you, or whatever you call it, right? If you call it God, if you call it source, it's all the same. You would see yourself so differently. This is something that I really suggest. This is a highly suggested exercise, is for you to do some journaling around like, how does the universe see me? And like, if you're struggling with something especially, or you're like shaming yourself or judging yourself or whatever, like do some like free stream of consciousness journaling around like, how does the universe see this circumstance, this situation, this experience? Like, how does my higher self see it? If the universe doesn't feel like close enough to you, ask, how does my higher self see this? And if you feel like you're not hearing much, kind of like play pretend a little bit and just imagine like, what would it be like if my higher self were to talk about this with me, right? And another helpful kind of perspective change with that too is like, how would a friend see me? Like, how would a friend approach me with this situation, right? Like if I were to ask them what they thought about this, or like any loved one, right? So I love that card. Okay, so let's look at like some action steps. That's perfect timing. I might with the perspective card and the suggestion I gave of looking at like doing some journaling, right, around your perspective and around the perspective of someone that's not you, something of a higher source, aka the universe or your higher self. So let's look at action steps. What is the grounded action, the guidance, the grounded action for the month of May? Another two. We got another two. The Two of Swords. And so again, it's like this interesting. It's this like partnership energy with yourself around your perspective. And so I feel like, and like, it's so interesting because, you know, the swords is, they're associated with air. Air is associated with thought, you know, mentality, clarity. And so I feel like it was super fitting, this suggestion of doing some journaling around your perspective and how you think about yourself and your relationship with yourself. Amazing. I love that. I'm probably gonna leave some journaling prompts with this video. And in addition to like each of the weekly readings that I'm going to be releasing, I'm also going to have an integration activity with that. So you're not just receiving, not just listening. It's not a passive experience, it's an active experience for you to actually integrate the information here into your life. So it's not just not for nothing. Not that if you were to just listen to this, it's not going to make a change in your life. Obviously, everything you do contributes to a change. So let's just see one more card. Overall, general guidance here. The self-reflection. This is the Hermit. So the self-reflection, what I just said about doing some journaling exercises around getting to know yourself better. Obviously, every journaling exercise we do brings that in some way. Also, just like taking some time to be with yourself. Also, like away from whatever it is that's happening in your life. And I know that like we are all busy, we all have a lot going on. You can take, you know, 3 to 5 minutes out of your day to just check in with yourself. That's an amazing practice to start doing if that's not something that you're doing currently. Just, you know, 5 minutes once a day, start with that. And that will help you see where you have so much more space in your life to get into some quiet, get into some stillness. Yeah, I am so excited to be doing this. I hope that you got something out of this. I would love to hear if this resonated with you, if this didn't resonate with you, if you're offended by me burping all the time. That's fine. Sorry. You don't have to watch this if you're offended by me burping. You can find someone else, or you can say whatever. It's whatever. I'm such a dork. Okay, cool. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you have a beautiful month of May, and I hope to see you in my weekly readings as well. We will be going into more details within the weeks of each month, in a way that can help you get a lot of clarity and focus on where you're going, what you're doing, what you want, where you're at, all of that. So thank you so much, and I hope you have a beautiful month of May.